So we now move forward to where we're in the courtroom setting. The case is called, and this particular individual that they were discussing with me earlier at the case conference, this Vietnam veteran, case is called. He approaches where we have like a little podium area where the participants stand. So he's there in a slump posture. He's not making eye contact with me. His eyes is lowered to the floor, the carpet on the floor. And I engage him in conversation. And what I do is I state to him, I have a report here that you're attending your counseling appointment. I'm like, I'm very happy and pleased about that you're going to counseling. That's a good thing. But they don't think that they're making much headway. They don't think that you're really engaged. And I said, what's going on? Why do you think that is? And his response was merely like a grunt sound. He was like, huh. I'm like, okay. And my project director at this time, who was in the courtroom, his name is Hank Porowski, and Hank Marine served in and Jack O'Connor was in the courtroom. He's with our county government, and he was just sitting there observing. Jack, I knew from our relations that he served in the U.S. Army, 82nd Airborne, also in Vietnam. So I called both Hank and Jack to the bench, and I said, would you go out in the hallway and talk to this guy and see what's going on? And then I'll recall him when you are done speaking. So they went out in the hallway. About 20 minutes later, I see them all re-enter the courtroom. I asked my court clerk to recall the case, recalled it. And the person, this veteran, is now standing in front of me at parade rest. He's standing erect. His hands are behind his back. And he looks directly at me, and I said, is there anything you would like to say or comment? He said, Judge, I'm going to try harder. And for me, to see someone who was barely responsive, standing at a slump posture, now standing erect, looking at me eye to eye, and making that comment, I was totally floored by it. And I asked both Hank and Jack, who had asked to go out in the hallway and speak with this person, if they would stay after court so we can talk about this. They did stay after court, and my first reaction was, what the heck you do to this guy? I got a guy that's highly functioning. Now he's coming back, standing at a military posture and stating he's going to try harder. And they indicated to me that they talked about their commonality of service, that they also had served in Nam and where they were located, where he was located in country. And that kind of broke that initial, what I perceived as a barrier. And they also further indicated that they cared about him, the court cared about him, and just wanted him to do better. And from there, we began a dialogue in my chambers that is there something more we should be doing to help the men and women that we see that served in the military, to afford them the best opportunity of regaining stability back home. And Jack, after about a week or so, whatever, part of the evolution was, what if we set aside a day on my calendar where we see nothing but veterans?